Where is she?
Hold on. Where's she?
Oh my goodness.
Say hello, Kissy.
Oh my goodness. Happy baby.
Hi. I just smile. What are you doing?
Oh, that dark hair. She got your hair.
Yeah. Full head too. Look at that.
Yep.
Like the German she is.
Yep. Oh, well, she's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, so update on medication and all of that.
Yes.
So, I can't remember if I think it's since the last time we talked, I got my updated blood work saying that even though I cut my medication in half, I was still going deeper into hypothyroid, pretty solidly in hypothyroid, which I definitely felt. And so my doctor got back to me and said, go off the medication completely and we'll retest in a little bit. So I have been off for at least a week now and definitely feel my body adjusting to that. Like just symptoms, crazy symptoms, definitely adjusting. I think that's good. So far, so good. And we'll see, what the blood work says as I'm off of it for a little while. So that's where I'm at right now with that aspect.
Gotcha. A couple things that I was looking at that I liked is I did see your weight come back down on your last weigh-in, which is good. Not that, again, it's not a say-all, but it just seems that your body from a thyroid perspective is re-regulating, which is good. So. How's your heart rate doing? How's your heart rate and resting heart rate and all of that?
So far, it's still in a good range. I have seen it kind of creep up, but I always see it creep up right around ovulation, which is where I'm at right now. So I'm still waiting to kind of see what it's going to do. But I have seen it kind of go up in the last week.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So talk to me, because your runs were looking good. Mm-hmm. What happened yesterday?
Yesterday. So, like I said, ovulation, I always see heart rate go up. And yesterday, for whatever reason, my heart rate just wanted to be up all day. The day before that, which was weird, it was super low. Like it was, so I do think it's my body adjusting to the medication, being done with the medication, because I'll have some days where my heart rate is really low and other days where it just wants to bump up really high. And there's it seems like no rhyme or reason to it. So I'm not sure about that.
Well, also, so because you ovulate within days 12 to 14. Something that's also really noticeable. Hold on, let me make sure before I say that for sure. Yeah, your weight also creeps up going into ovulation.
It does. It definitely does.
Yeah, so that's definitely something that's actually a really cool. Again, like as we build that data, like just being able to correlate those things is really cool.
Yeah.
So we're definitely able to see that. Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, every like day 12 to 18, it's gonna go woo and then back down.
Yep.
So that's a really good correlation to know, just to like be aware of that. Yeah. And then your sleep, how's it been since the weekend? Was it not good Sunday and Monday and Tuesday?
It's been fine. It's been overall good. Since I was coming out of that hypothyroid where I felt like I could just sleep for hours and hours, and I fell asleep super fast. I slept really deeply. I slept really long, but then I was still tired. So I'm coming out of that. So it feels like my sleep has gotten worse, but it's actually just, I think, gotten more normal again. Where it takes me a little longer to fall asleep, but I'm still sleeping through the night. I think it's good. It's just a contrast to what it was because I was getting to be so hypo.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It
has been
heard. Your food choices are great. Your food looks good. I haven't seen anything that's made me concerned at all. I think you're doing great with your food choices. So I'm happy with that.
I did want to talk to you about, basically I've decided I've gotten to my mental limit with tracking.
Okay.
I just I'm tired of thinking about food so much. I feel like we've gotten to, like, my hormones are doing good. I'm getting to like the end stages of, the thyroid, like, just, getting to the end stages of dealing with that. I kind of want to just try to eat to hunger a little bit again, and just take a break from the tracking meticulously. I feel like I got over the hump of adding in carbs. I feel, like it was really important to track during that, but I kind of feel like I want to just focus on exercise and, eating to hunger, and just not be so meticulous with the tracking.
Absolutely not. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I think it's totally fine. And I think that you've done a great job of establishing that baseline, which is good. I will say, I think that when we do this, and I've done this with clients before, so it's nothing new. And I totally think it's okay, especially if you're trying to maintain this long term. For a lot of people, they just like tracking isn't like one of those things they enjoy per se.
It's valuable, but it's not something I want to do forever. That is
for sure. I think a transition period is super important.
Okay.
So here's what I want you to do the rest of the week. Okay. So it's Wednesday. So today and Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. So today and tomorrow, I still want you to track, but I want you to be I want you to take a moment when you eat and look at the portion sizes of what you're eating.
Okay.
Like track it, and then because a lot of people, they track and they get used to not even looking. They're just tracking. They got their macros. They eat their food. Yeah. I want you to take an intentional moment to observe what you're eating the next 2 days. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I want you to do what we call post-tracking. I want you to put the portions on the plate. I want you to track it all. Like you don't have to put it in your tracker until the end of the day. Like write it down.
Yeah.
Just and at the end of the day, put it all in your tracker and see how close you were to what you've been doing.
Okay.
And make little adjustments based on your perception over those 3 days. And then going into Monday, completely take the tracking out. Because by then, you'll have built like a real, because like some people, they transition too fast in intuitive eating and they don't really have an idea of what portion sizes look like. And so sometimes they eat too little. They like, because they're not tracking, but they like don't want to overeat. So they're like, eh. And then some people, they overestimate how much they're eating and they overdo it, and then they gain weight and then they get upset. So, and I think especially with you, with the medication adjustments and your body just adjusting to being off of it, we definitely want to, I want you to be able to like feel your hunger and stuff and eat accordingly. I just think it's important that we do a healthy transition into that.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's my only push, is that over the next 2 days, I want you to track and just make an intentional observation with portion sizes. Okay. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I want you to test yourself on how close you can get to those portions and what that looks like calorically. And then by Sunday, you should feel very confident. Like, okay, I know what my food looks like. I don't need to track it anymore. And then from then on, we can do that.
We can just try it and see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
We'll keep running. I wanna watch things. Keep me updated. I want to make sure that your body's not too stressed out. Like we may need to pull back a little bit if we need to while you adjust to no medication, but we might not. Your body might just lay into it really well. So let's just kind of like, let's watch things on our heart rate, your efforts, how you're sleeping, how you're feeling throughout the day. And then over the next week or two on our calls, we'll kind of make adjustments and see what we need to do, if anything at all, to just help you kind of get into a rhythm and make sure your body's on like, even footing, so to speak.
Yeah. It's funny because we've already talked about this so many times, but like with the hormone dysregulation stuff, it's so hard to see any kind of pattern of improvement with. So, and I kind of felt like I started to see when I was running, I was like, oh yeah, this time I, lower, time, my heart rate stayed lower, and I was like kind of seeing, but then like with the medication adjustment, it's just like I was equating it to trying to adjust a thermostat when the window's open with a snowstorm outside. And so I'm over here like doing my little runs, like adjusting the thermostat, and then all of a sudden the window's open. I'm like, I can't see anything.
I totally get that. And I think and we talked about this a couple of videos back, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to go watch that video again. Like a good thing about you documenting all this is you can go listen to yourself.
For sure.
And remember that week that you felt so good before you went hypo, and listen to the things that you talked about felt good. And then the good thing is you have that baseline, and so you can look for the signs of that baseline again.
Yes.
Because I think your runs were improving. I think again that the medication changes and just your body equalizing kind of got in the way of that. But the thing is that you do know the sweet spot where your body does start to progress in a positive way. And so it's just reminding yourself of that and reminding what that feels like. And then throughout this next couple of weeks, as your body kind of comes back to, a more stable place, looking for those signs.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that, just being stable. Like, I feel like I haven't been stable for quite some time.
It's been quite the roller coaster for you.
Yeah. I'm ready to get off.
Yeah. It's like, I know I bought an all-day pass, but this kind of sucks. I want to go home. Yeah. I totally get it. And I think we're getting there.
I'm just hoping that I'm close. Like, I think I hopefully am, I'm getting there.
Yeah. I think you've been off for a week. I think it'll take a week or two to like really level out. And I think within a couple of weeks, you're going to feel right where you need to be.
I hope so. Yeah. And I mean, there's always the danger that, I'll swing back hyper. So I'm like really staying on, focused on the different symptoms and stuff. Just don't want to do that. But hopefully my body will figure it out.
Yeah, that would be really intriguing if that happened, because you reacted so strongly to the medication. I don't feel like it was something you needed to be stable. I think it was just something to get past that hump.
Yeah. And again, it goes back to like the reasons why I was hyper in the first place. So if it was just that I had too much iodine, my body needed to work through it. If my body has worked through it, I should be fine. If not, maybe I would swing back hyper for a while, but I'm hoping.
Yeah. And I can do too, just for fun, I can do some research on iodine metabolism, and I can look at maybe if it does start to creep up, like what are some things we can do from a naturopathic standpoint that can help you metabolize more iodine in your system.
Okay. I have been taking selenium. I know that's one thing that's important for iodine metabolism. So
yes, selenium for sure. You don't want to overdo it, but yes.
Right.
Yeah. 2 Brazil nuts a day, max.
Yeah. I have a supplement that's like 200 micrograms or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely learn that overdoing supplements can be a bad thing.
Yeah. I think we all learned that at some point,
Just because something is good doesn't mean more is better.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we'll do that, and then we'll communicate, and then we'll adjust from there.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. All right. Well,